Hello everybody and welcome back to my workshop. In today's workshop we are talking all about waxes. We are going to talk about clear wax, which is a standard way to protect your pieces. We're also going to talk about decorative waxes and we are going to talk about gilding waxes. I will be using a bristle brush and also I will show you how to use waxes with just a lint-free cloth. So let's get started. I already painted this trim board in white to make it easier to see colored waxes. I'm going to divide it into 3 sections. That way we will be able to see the difference between black, gray and brown wax. I prefer to use clear wax before I use colored wax. The reason is I find it much easier to control the colored waxes once they have clear coat underneath. Now we're going to apply clear wax. The difference between these two clear waxes is that this one you have to wipe on and wipe it off, and this one you just have to spray and wipe it off. I'm going to grab some clear wax with my brush and work it into my paint. You can also use lint-free cloth or a rag or a cheesecloth to apply clear wax. Before we remove that, let's add some spray wax. For the spray wax, I'm going to shake it well and then I'm just going to spray it on. Give it about 30 seconds and I will wipe it off again using a lint-free cloth. For the regular clear wax, we will do the same. I'm just removing any extra wax that was left behind. They both do the same job, but as you can see, the spray wax is much faster. This one will definitely last you longer, but this one is going to be much easier to apply. So it's totally up to you which way you want to go. They both do the same thing, and that is they protect your paint. Clear wax gives your painted pieces a matte finish. If you want a little bit of shine, you can protect your piece as I showed you, let it dry for 24 hours and come back and do some buffing. Buffing will create a little bit of shine on your piece, so if you're after that look, now you know how to achieve it. Now we're going to use some colored waxes. The same rule apply. Wipe it on and wipe it off. First I'm going to use brown wax. I'm going to use a little lint-free cloth to apply it. We're going to grab some wax and work it in. As you can see, when using just the cloth, it's really hard to go into wood grooves and details. Once you're done, grab a clean cloth and remove any extra wax. Next, I'm going to use some gray. Again, using a lint-free cloth, I'm going to grab some wax and apply it. To help me get into the grooves, I'm going to use a small detail brush. And again, when you're done, wipe it off. Finally, I'm going to use the one that I use a lot, and that is black. I'm going to use my Dixie wax brush. This is the easiest and the fastest way to apply colored wax if you have grooves and details. And again, take a lint-free cloth and wipe any extra wax. And here is how they look. This is the great way to age your furniture, to add depth and so much character with just colored waxes. If you feel like you went too far and you put way too much of a dark wax, you can just use your clear wax to remove some. You could either wipe it on or spray it on. Let's remove a little bit of black wax. As you can see, I'm removing some black wax. The more clear wax I add on top of the black wax, the more I will remove. Now let's take it a step further and add some gilding wax. This is one of my favorite steps when I refurbish furniture. You can either apply it with a finger or with a little brush. First, I will apply gilding wax with my finger. It's pretty easy, just rub your finger wherever you want it. Next, I will use a small cheap brush. Pretty much the same thing. Just grab some gilding wax and brush it wherever you want it. And finally, I'm going to use a small detail brush and I'm going to do the same. And it's as simple as that. Gilding wax is air cured and it's usually the final touch. And there you have it. Those are the basics of wax. I hope you enjoyed this workshop. I will see you in the next one. Bye!